Hey guys, this is Captain Frugal reporting for duty for another episode of Road Rage. Yeah, I know it's been like a year since I've done one of these. That's because, well, I've been working virtually from home, which I absolutely love doing, I might add. And this is only my second time going into the office. I have something I have to do today, so I'm going into the office because I can't do it virtually. Well, anyway, that said, these road rages, if you're unfamiliar, they're perfectly safe. I'm using a hands-free, so there's no worries there, and I'm still paying 100% attention to the road, so relax there. I've had people yell at me about that before, and if you're wondering about the audio quality, it's because I don't have a special mic. I'm just using a hands-free, set here just to keep it easy and simple, and these are more just conversational videos, sort of like a vlog, but I want to spur some conversation, have a little fun, and that's all it is. Now, this might sound a little disgusting, but I'm going to get to a why. So, just yesterday I was playing Atari 2600 with my son, Little Frugal there. We were having a wonderful time playing 4 games. And this sort of took me back to that. Now, you might go, how? Well, here's the thing. I have an hour drive to work each way. 1 hour. So I always make sure I go to the bathroom before going to work and before going home because, well, between that and drinking a lot of coffee, you can't afford to have an accident. Last thing I want to do is poop myself. And you know what I'm talking about, people. Come on, let's be honest here. It's not trying to be disgusting or anything, but sometimes when it hits, you gotta go. And the last thing I want to do is have to stop somewhere and go. So anyway, I always go ahead of time. Now, what's it have to do with playing Atari 2600? Well, Little Frugal and I were playing 4 games last night. We were playing Kaboom a little bit, but my paddles need to be cleaned. I need to take those apart and clean them, so it wasn't as good of an experience there as I was hoping for with Kaboom. Great game. We also played Commando on the 2600. I like it. Little Frugal didn't care for it very much. I'd like to get that on the 7800, by the way, but Little Frugal just didn't care for it much. I did. We also played Mr. Do on the 2600, and he absolutely loved Mr. Do. He thought that game was great. Had a great time playing it, which is wonderful. And we played another game, but I'm not going to say what that game is yet because we posted a YouTube short last night with the game asking you guys to guess and see if you can guess what it is. Yeah, I know the ship looks like the Enterprise, but it's not a Star Wars game. That gets a lot of people. If I seen it, I probably would have guessed wrong too as well on that if I haven't played it. But I remember playing that game years ago. I think that game came out in '82. And I remember playing it, and I always loved that game, and he loved it too, so it was great. That was his favorite one out of the 4 we played. He played that one a ton. He absolutely loves it. Can't wait to play it again, so we'll probably play it some more this weekend or another day soon. Well, anyway, what's that have to do with what he just talked about? Well, here's the thing. Back in those days, remember when you were going for that high score, you were doing great, and then you had to go to the bathroom? Those are the days before pause. Yeah, I know in a lot of Nintendo games, maybe there's not always a save state or something, but you could have paused the game most of the time. Back in the Atari days, you didn't have that choice, that option to pause the game. So if you had to go to the bathroom, it was either you hold those butt cheeks together, you clench, you try not to pee, or you lose. You just have to go and cut your losses and take the loss and not get that high score. Oh man, I remember that you were playing, against your friends, seeing who can get the high score, and all of a sudden you have to go, and it's like, oh crap, literally. Well, and you have to hold it in because you just can't go. Woo! Those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. Oh, do you have any experiences like that? I might be a little old for a lot of you, so maybe you didn't go through that. But that's an experience that'll always stick with me. I think I'll always remember. Well, I just passed a thrift store too, and that's one of the good things about driving to work. There's a thrift store here, otherwise I don't go to. It'd be too far away. I usually hit 4 different thrift stores, but this one gives me an opportunity to check out that one and see if anything good can be found today. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to hit that after work on my way home, see if there's anything special that I can pick up there. Pulling into the driveway now. I'm a little early. I always like to be early for work, so that's a good thing. So nice and early for today and its events. But so anyway, this game, the game that I'm not going to mention the name of yet, Little Frugal absolutely loved. This takes me back because Little Frugal loved this game. Once again, showing that it doesn't have to be the newest, coolest thing. And this is how special this was to him. I cannot get Little Frugal off of Fortnite. I mean, that kid just plays Fortnite like crazy. I mean, he plays it tons. This is how much he plays. He plays it so much that he he has new games still from Christmas in the wrap that he hasn't put in yet because he keeps going back to Fortnite. So this is great in my opinion. It's getting him off of Fortnite, and he can't wait to dive in and play it again, which I think is just amazing. And I love that they take him and give him a new opportunity to play something that he hasn't. And I have a slew of older games, that he has never touched. And I want to see, I sort of want to see what he thinks of E.T. I'd like to see what his thoughts are on that. Unfortunately, right now I got to put the mask on because I'm going to be going in work. One of Road Rage 2, if some of you remember, I also do walking and talking with that. I just sort of fit them in. These are just, as I said, conversational pieces. So I want to know, is there a particular older game that, if you have kids, is there an older game that you play with your kids that they just absolutely love? That seems to, not be anything cool or trendy or anything right now. It's just something amazing. That's me zipping up my coat. Just so because it's still cold out over here. I'd really like to know that if you've had anything like that. Also, these big news. Alec Baldwin has left Twitter again, which is, who knows, the 400,000th time. That guy, you know, these people never learn. They say something stupid, and they don't expect any backlash. And when they get it, they act like they're all innocent and taking the hit. Just not too long ago, I made a trolling joke to somebody, and they took it wrong. And this is 100% my fault, okay? Because I could, the person was already probably on edge a little bit and everything. Great person, by the way. And so I made a little trolling joke. I thought they'd get it right away. They didn't. They thought I was this person that was coming at them, and so they put me on blast. Well deserved, I guess. And so anyway, after he realized, oh, this wasn't that person, and I apologized for it. I said, I'm sorry, this wasn't really me. I was just trolling, having a little fun. He messaged me personally and apologized, took it down, and said, hey guys, it wasn't this person. And it was just a misunderstanding. And the great thing about this community is everybody that was taking shots at me because they thought I was that jerk, all apologized. Every single one in a nice way, or said something nice, or friended me or whatever. We don't have to have this hatred, and sometimes irony is hard to get over on Twitter and jokes and things like that. And it was 100%, just for the record, 100% my fault. I made a joke that did not go over because it was taken as I was the person that was the person causing the problem, even though I wasn't. I was just trying to make a goofy joke, and that's not always my forte. But all these people in the community afterwards were friending me and being super wonderful. So, this is an amazing community. It really is. And, these people are just, like Alec Baldwin, are showing us how not to behave. You don't just say something silly and then just cut out, oh, sorry, I better wait till the heat dies. No, if you said something stupid, just apologize for it. Be real. Be real. Let's see. And the people that really, come back and understand that, hey, oh, yeah, okay, we get it. Those are the people you want to stick with. Other people, maybe you don't really need them around you anyway. People are allowed to disagree too. And so, I don't know, have you ever said something stupid online? Probably, it'll be my guess, right? But speaking of things online too, I think I'm going to do a video pretty soon of disasters and pickups, because I like to do pickup videos of things that have done well, but sometimes things go wrong, go really wrong. And I think I'm going to do a video with a scammer, a person that was a potential scammer, and somebody who was just a dick, a complete dick, and then maybe more. So I've been collecting a little bit of that, and I thought I'd share that. I think it'd make a good fun story, because we always see these videos about pickups from great channels. Don't get me wrong, I love the channels about how they score these good pickups. I'm guilty, I do that once in a while too, because I want to share that, hey, you guys can do this too. You can be retro collecting and not spend a fortune, but sometimes things don't go as planned. All right, guys. Well, that's just what I wanted to share for this road rage. Let me know, some of your thoughts below. Any of those things happen, anything where they resonate with you, I'd love to hear it. Once again, these are just for conversation and having fun. Thanks, you guys, for listening. Until next time, keep it frugal.